Hola, soy Kira. Today, we will be talking about mathematics. Let's go! Welcome back, amigos! Now, join again with me as we face and overcome the next challenges ahead. Our discussion today is about solving quadratic inequalities. Without further ado, so what we have here is that we are asked to solve and graph x squared plus 3x minus 10 is less than 0. This one is a quadratic inequality. We are asked to find its solutions. Eventually, we will graph the solutions of this inequality on a number line. The first step in solving quadratic inequalities. First, you need to transform this inequality into quadratic equation. We simply change the symbol less than into equal sign. That'll become x squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Now, it is a quadratic equation. In this case, we will solve this quadratic equation by factoring because this equation is factorable. The factors of negative 10 that'll give you the sum of 3 is... Correct! The factors are x plus 5 times x minus 2 equals 0. They equate its factor by 0, that is x plus 5, is equals to 0. The other one is x minus 2 is equal to 0. In solving this part, x minus 5, it'll give you x is equals to negative 5. And the other one is x is equals to positive 2. Now, they are called the critical points and values. And they will be the sign or they will represent within our graph and our number line. Well, in graphing, we do not have to draw all the numbers, but instead, we simply use these points para mahimong markings nato for the number line. So we will split this line into 3 areas. Now, we have the left side, the middle side, and the right side. Now, we're going to put the negative 5 and the positive 2. Now, we will find kung asa diri ang mga solutions for our quadratic inequality. Atong ibutang ang 0 sa middle, which is, that will represent the middle part. Excuse me sa lamok, because gusto po na siya magtuon og math. And today, we will represent the 0, which is, we are going to put the x is equals to 0, which is ato siyang i-represent. And then we are going to put the x plus 5 times x minus 2 is less than 0. So, ang katong mga x, like x plus 5, the x, it will turn into 0 since i-represent man siya, and this will be the result. So how did we did this? Giunsa man nato siya paghimo. We will know about this later. Now we're going to identify which is true or not, or false. So this solution is true. As what I have said earlier, na atong ipakita how did we make this solution sa middle. But before we start, we have to write the negative 6 para himuon siyang represent sa atuang left side. Now, still the same as the middle, that we're going to put the x plus 5 times x minus 2 is less than 0. Now, how did we do this in the middle? So, ato siyang you transpose the x into the number which is represented by the side, which is the x rather will turn into -6. So -6 plus 5 equals -1, and -6 minus 2 equals -8, less than 0, and then which is 8 is less than 0, which is not true, which is false. Now, same nagyapon siya ang atong buhaton sa right side. But we're going to put positive 3. And same nagyapon siya as the two side. Nahimo na atong i-represent ang 3, which is x is equals to 3. Now, atong butngan og ilhan ang middle since nakalimot ko earlier. And then, ato nang ibutang ang positive 3. Now, x is equals to 3, which we are going to represent it. And then, still write the same, x plus 5 times x minus 2 is less than 0. Now, transpose it and turn it into the representative number. So, yeah. And then, less than 0. So 3 plus 5 equals 8 times 3 minus 2 equals 1, less than 0, which is 8 is less than 0. Now, you have to identify if it's true or false. Well, this solution is false. So as you can see, in the middle, the graph in the middle can be considered as the solution of this quadratic, which is the x squared plus 3x minus 10 is less than 0. So as you can see, I putted some two circles at the side of the line, the red line, which is in the middle of the graph line. They're called the open circle. Now I'm going to write here the not included. Here are the examples. For the internal notation, since we're using the open circle, we are going to use the parenthesis. And now we're going to put the -5 and the positive 2 and then parenthesis. Now this is our internal notation for our graph. That is all. And that ends our topic. Once again, I am Kira Mays Plaños. Hope you learned something. Adios!